DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's one of these lunch vlogs, but I'm going to use the time to make two Spooky University responses. One is on what Claire called chemtrails, which I will probably call contrails because that's the actual name for these things, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. And the other one's on storms. Now, to talk about the chemtrails, well, chemtrails are, in many people's minds, the manifestations are almost evil manifestations, or planned, I was going to say pollution or poisoning almost, that would come out of planes. And, you know, those streaks that you see in the air. I should have taken pictures this morning because there was a lot of them actually. Where I was walking today. Now, there is, I would say, a conspiracy theory, you know, that it's these things are done to control us or to poison us or to whatever. Well, I guess that the only time that I can think of something like that that probably would have been true was when, for example, Agent Orange and different poisons were probably poured out on Vietnam. And have any of you seen when planes go over crops, you know, and you've got those, there's usually rather small planes, but they come really over the fields and they spray the crops. And if you've been close to a field when that happens, as I have, you will realize that not only the crop gets sprayed. So that is probably a chemtrail. But otherwise, I would say the contrails, they're just there. I mean, there's physical, chemical explanation to these things, and I'm not much into conspiracy theories. But anyway, those that are, you've got all you need to make a story. So that's my very quick and easy take on that. Storms. The topic on storms is a bit to talk about, you know, our relationship with storms and so on. Now, Claire and her family come from the South or the Midwest, so the type of storms that they would have, I mean, meaning mostly, I guess, I mean, like really big rainstorms or storms that would be related to tornadoes, hurricanes, and this type of thing where you'd lose power. This is not the type of thing that I have known in my part of the world very much. Not here in Switzerland and not when I lived in Canada. So loss of power in that respect is never to my... No, never happened, I don't think, not in my memories. Now, but what I can say is that we have snowstorms. I know some people say a snowstorm is a blizzard. Well, you know, there's often, it comes from above, and it's almost toxic. It might be a type of God-given chemtrail. No, a blizzard, I mean, when you have could it be freezing rain blizzards or snow blizzards, and you do lose the power, and it's cold. Now, we've had that before, you know, like my parents have gone through the ice storm in Quebec that was a few years back, and they were like, you know, weeks without power, you know, with generators and things like that, and people were staying in high school dorms, like the gymnasium, stuff like that. The closest that we've had to anything like that was I was probably in college. Yeah, I was in college, and we had, or late high school. I don't remember anymore now. But and we had a really big blizzard, snowstorm, and the power went out for a few days, probably about a week, I guess. I don't remember exactly. And my dad had a wood stove in the basement, and we had family members from Mrs. DC's side at that time, and you know, people came over because not everybody had a wood stove, so it was kind of like a shelter but festive, almost party atmosphere. I mean, any of you who have had, you know, big snowstorms and, you know, free school day, know that there's almost a party atmosphere that can come from those things, as long as it doesn't last too long. Yeah, so I really do enjoy watching a good thunderstorm, though. I'm back to the rain because that's maybe, it's something that I do really enjoy. But you know, we were talking about, I'm going full circle. The thing of those chemtrails, it would be poison coming from above. If you think of a big thunderstorm, have you ever smelled after a thunderstorm that's a bit like the ozone? And ozone is a really bad chemical. I mean, it's toxic. And then now think about if you've worked in an office where you've had a photocopier that has been making like hundreds, if not thousands of copies. This is the same smell. So, you know, toxic waste coming from above. Okay, it's my take on the last two spooky universities. I'll have to check the numbers. Okay, DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good Tuesday. Bye.